Hello, sunshine. This is Shauna, also known as Creative Stitching Diva, and you are listening to Chronicles of a Crochet Diva Podcast. Enjoy. Hey, sunshines, how art thou? How art thou? How's your day? How's your weekend? And what are you guys up to? This is going to be short and sweet because a lot of my material was waterlogged. Like all of my information got wet. So, I'm just basically going through the motions and doing the best that I could with my bang. Got my bang going. So, branding is one of the things I had most of my time trying to do my business with. I had a hard time with branding things I had. So that's one of the things that I had. Sorry, I'm trying to turn this off. Just one of the things that I had really wanted to like focus on, because branding is what makes and breaks your business. Whether we like it or not, it really is. It makes and breaks your business. So, I went through this and I failed miserably. I failed and marketing. So what I did was I took a class. Hi Victoria, hi Kimura. I took a class and the class was basically telling me to do certain things that I thought I already did and didn't realize that I didn't. And then what I tried to do was do my own thing, because I figured if I did my own thing, it would be better for me and my business, because I would know my work and my business better than anybody else. And I failed miserably. I failed. My marketing and my so-called strategies did not work at all. And not only didn't it work, it was more of me thinking what I would want, not what anyone else would want. And so I think that's one major issue a lot of people have. And then when you try to do a business, I'm realizing more now, and I'm seeing that a lot of people are talking about the same thing. When you're doing a business, you're scattered, you're all over the place. You don't know what is important now and what's not. You think that just putting out product is the only thing, and it's not the only thing. If you don't have the mental capacity or the consistency, then it's just not going to pan out. It's not going to work, because I thought that if I see money coming in, I'm going to be so determined to keep going, and it wasn't like that. I wanted the money keep coming, but I didn't want to do the work to keep it coming and to keep it consistent. So that's where my fault was. My fault was just putting product out, right? Just putting product out. My stuff is the ish. That's what I'm thinking in my head. My stuff is good. It's gonna sell itself. So I'll be good. I'm fine. I don't have to worry about it. And it failed. My whole entire business did not pan out the way I needed it to pan out in the beginning. So that's what made me go into like workshops and classes. Now the determination was not there either. The consistency was not there. And when I said I wanted to do some goals, I did the short-term goals, and then I said I was going to do these long-term goals, and I didn't even complete the short-term goal. And the short-term goal was literally, let's get to Saturday. And Saturday we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And then Saturday coming is like, I'm tired, I don't feel like doing it, I'll do it another time. So my business did not work out the way I needed it to work out because I was all in my brain and it was like, I'm diva. I'm gonna do this, and I don't have to do what everybody else is doing, and it don't work that way. It just don't. People forget about you when you're not consistently putting stuff out. Not only do they forget about you, crochet is not something that is like on demand. Crochet is more so like a luxury or a keepsake, something that people want, not necessarily need. So if we want our crochet or knit, any fiber artist fiber artist niche, anyone who do anything with fiber art, what the heezy, did I tell y'all I had a little drinky drink earlier in my meeting? I don't think I did, but I need to drink a thing because it kind of makes me sleepy. So let me go back. Right when I realized that my business was falling down, I decided to pick it back up. And then that didn't even work. So basically, I launched my business two, maybe three times. Actually, it was four times, but like I kind of sort of don't add that other part because that kind of wasn't my fault. What made it work this time, and this time is actually working, and not only is it working, my numbers are going up, my attitude, my consistency, everything is up. How did I get to that point? Yeah, we're going to talk about that. I know that I had to take it serious, like super duper serious. And that's one thing that we don't necessarily do because we're consistently thinking all I need to do is crochet something, right? And people are gonna want it, right? No, it don't work like that. It do sometimes. Sometimes people be like, "Oh, well, Shauna can make this, or my sister can make that, or my daughter can make this, or my cousin can make that, my friend." It works out like that. But that is every now and then. That's not a continuous thing all the time. But the blessing that I get is I have to turn down orders. And that is a good thing, but it's also bad because I don't want to turn down work. But I have two hands and I can't take all of the orders that I get now. And now that I do this and then I have the other eight forms of income that I make. So being that I have all of that, all nine incomes, I have to go and focus on what is making more money. And to be honest, crocheting, the actual act of crocheting is not. So I had to scale that down to put more attention on what is working. So let's let's talk about that. Let's talk about that so that we can find out what makes your product work. How can you market it? And marketing without a budget or no sense of photography or no sense of I don't know what the hell I'm doing. It's not easy, but I did it. I took the classes. I paid for you. So I'm gonna tell you what I learned. And we're gonna if you have any questions, you could definitely ask questions. If you are in the Diva Squad, you get your questions in first. If not, just put little question marks on there. And I'll answer your questions regarding the marketing or the branding. So it's two different things, right? All right. So what made me think about focusing more on my branding? Focusing more on my branding was more important to me than anything because my branding needs to talk for me when I'm not around. My branding needs to be there when I'm not there so that it could be something that is on people's mind. They see my brand, they automatically think, bam, Shauna, crochet, boom. That's what I needed to get to. I needed to get to the point where my work sold for itself. And now that I'm here, it really does work. Consistency and dedication, and you are your biggest fan. So you have to speak volumes. I remember when I first started my business journey, I realized that when I was around certain people or out on a function, I never really spoke about it. I never spoke that I did a business. I never spoke about crocheting or anything. Like even if I had a hook and yarn in my hand, I never talked about it. It was just something I did on the side, and I just did it, by myself. That was my biggest mistake because you got to be your biggest fan. How else are you going to get out there and let people know that this is what you do and this is what you can sell? You have to talk, and being shy is not one of the things that you could do. I used to be shy. Yeah, I did. I did. I used to be shy. I used to be the type of person that just laid back and not say anything, kept quiet. And I realized that was not making me any money. I really don't know when. I think more so of my adult life, I started to become a little bit more boisterous. Actually, today during my BLD, I'm in a social club. Most of you guys know I'm in a social club, and while we was at our meeting, the founder did a game, and the game was basically we had to rate each one of our sisters as one of the Golden Girls. So we had to literally list each sister as a Golden Girl. And what made me really like laugh about it was I got myself wrong, which is crazy. But this is an opinion of the founder, which was crazy because she got it wrong. She really didn't know me. But everybody else was like, "Oh, I thought you would be Sophia. Oh, I think you would be um actually I picked myself as Blanche. Everybody else said I'm either Dorothy or Sophia." And I'm like, okay. So you got to think of the characteristic. And I'm bringing this up because your characteristic is your brand. Your characteristic is what make or break you. You have to know what other people think about you. You have to know what people are thinking about you. Do they want to buy your brand because they like you? Or do they want to buy your brand because they want to support you? Do they want to buy your brand because, and you gotta go dot 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 dot. What's the real? What's the dealio? Like, do you like me? Because you got somebody smiling in your face would never buy anything ever from you. Won't even suggest it. And you just want to know. You just want to know who the people around you. Are they gonna support you? Are they gonna stab you in the back? Are they gonna say, well, I got somebody else that could do it for you, even though you may be able to do it better. There's a lot of people out there. So I characterize myself as being Blanche. But they saw me more so as Sophia or Dorothy. So some said Sophia, some said Dorothy. Now, the reason why they said that, the reason why they say I was Sophia. Sophia is older. Sophia is more wiser. Sophia is funny. Sophia is straight to the point. She'll cutthroat. Tell it like it is. So some people thought that's just how I am, cutthroat, tell it like it is, funny at times, older, more mature. And then there's Dorothy. Now Dorothy is more nonchalant, laid back, let things happen. So they said that that's what I am, but she gonna tell you like it is too. So I guess they figure I tell it like it is. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know. But anyway, I don't know. But the fact that they thought that was like me, I really had to sit back and think, like, wow, that's how they think I am. Um, I think that's a good thing because I'm not gonna take no BS. Okay. I'm very serious about my brand. I'm very serious about my business, and they know that's why I left early today. I'm like, nope, I'm gonna do my podcast. I'm not playing. So that's what I rated myself as Blanche though. That's the crazy thing. Now I gotta think, why did I rate myself as Blanche? That's another story. But anyway, the the thing about my branding that I think is standing out is because branding is not just your logo. Let me just say that just first and foremost. Branding is you, your your presence of your business, your the type of colors you have in your logo, um your personality, like all of the above, everything. Think of McDonald's. Their branding is more than just the arches. Their branding is Ronald McDonald, the Big Mac, the certain type of fries. When you think of the certain type of fries, everybody like McDonald's fries, right? So the sauce, the Big Mac sauce. Some people get a regular burger with the Big Mac sauce. That's their branding. That's their whole entire like package. When you go to McDonald's, that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get the whole entire package. So with me, they know they're gonna get a graph can. If they want a graph can, they're gonna get it and they're gonna get it beautiful. They know I'm a designer. They know that I love to do art. So they know when they come to me, they're not gonna just get a blanket. They're gonna get some type of masterpiece with a design that they're gonna love. My branding is also, this, which is also I also have my breast cancer ribbon. I also have, the yarn. I did this, all of this for a reason. So when I did my logo, I thought it out perfectly. I thought it out because I wanted it to look like me. Not only did I want it to look like me, I wanted my hands to touch my crown for a reason, right? Because I'm fixing my crown, right? I think I'm a queen. I thought of all of that so that when you see my logo, this is what you're seeing. You're seeing a queen who does, yarn play. I play with yarn. I have scissors there. I have the hooks there. My name, right? My name, Creative Stitching Diva, with the breast cancer. I know a lot of people don't know, but I had this here because I'm a survivor. I'm a breast cancer survivor. So all of these things, this is Shauna. This is my brand, and I did that on purpose because I wanted people to know that I am a queen. I fix my crown, because I'm not perfect, and that speaks volumes when people see it. It speaks volumes. People may not notice it, but some may notice it. And some did notice it. Oh, I love your logo. And that's a conversation piece right there. I also try to have, your regular business cards. I have my stickers, which is big stickers, the small stickers, the die cut, the round, the transparent. I do that on purpose. I just ordered some tissue paper with my logo on it. I ordered what else I have? Mailers. I have a lot of things with my name on. I didn't order the tape yet, but it's in my cart. So these are the reasons why I did that. I did that because I want to start sending out my packages with my name and brand on it. The last package that I had sent out, I think it was the last or the one before that. The package that I sent out, it was a gift, right? So the person said, I want to give this as a gift. What I decided to do was charge a little bit extra for a bag. What I mean is, I decided to add the bag with the tissue paper with all of my logos and stuff on it. So the bag has my logo, right? It has my name. It has the tissue paper with a thank you in it, how to care for your product, whatever. It's a gift, but it says thank you. And it also has one has thank you for my purchase, but if it's a gift, it says this is how you care for your stuff. Now I do that on purpose because I add it into my price. If you want a bag and you want me to already have it ready for you so you don't have to do it, I will add it for you. Amazon do it. Why can't I? So I mailed it, but when I mailed it with a bag. I fold the bag up. I put the tissue paper in the bag, fold it up, and I just put it in there so they can, because they're gonna want to see the project. They're gonna want to see it before they give it to someone. So I have it already, the ribbon and everything. I cut it up, put it in a little baggie with my sticker on it, of course. Put it in there so that when they take it out, Man, she had to call me. Oh my gosh, you did that. She just kept saying it. You did that. You did that. Oh my gosh. She was like, girl, I'm already ready. I'm gonna order something next month. And to hear that, it was like, dang, I did that, right? I did that because you have to be professional and you have to think out of the box. What am I gonna do that someone else is not doing? If she orders from someone else, is she gonna get that? Is she gonna get that extra bag because she may not have time to go to the store to get the bag? So you're giving her the option, right? You're giving her the option to get a bag so that she could give it to whoever she's going to give it to. I thought that was just the creative part in me. And it worked. It basically sealed the deal. I only did it that one time just to see how it worked. But now it's going to be forever in my prices. I charged her extra, like maybe $5 for the bag with the tissue paper and a little bit of ribbon in there. But if they want me to do it, I will charge $10. So, you can add that into like a la carte. You can add it into your little price kit and whatever, and just have something on the side. They could see it because I had it in the box so that she could see it, but she could wrap it up herself. I thought that would have been great, but that's my brand. My whole entire brand, not just it did not just go to the buyer, it also went to the person who is getting the the I was about to say the prize, the package. And not only is she getting the package, I think it was one of the tote bags I did. I had to do four. Yeah, not only did she get the package, she got she got my what you call it, business cards in there and some other little stickers and stuff. So let me tell you about the stickers. I hated it. I hate the stickers. I don't like the stickers. I think it's a waste of money and a waste of time. But I realized so many people love it. I realized that people like stickers. So it's not about me, it's about my customers and what they like. And my sister, she was like, girl, you did it. I love it. And she said, my niece loved the stickers. So I'm like, okay, I'll keep doing it then. It's going to be some people that don't want the stickers. It's going to be some people that may not want, a keychain or whatever. But I'm going to keep doing it and I'm going to keep making it happen. I even purchased some pins. My pins right here has my logo. This is actually my business card on here. My pins have my business card. And I don't know if you could see it. My business card is on my pen. I had purchased, I think, 20, and then I purchased another 20 and then another 20 because I want to be able to have enough. I want to be able to put them in my boxes, in my packages, just for my customer. Thank you for buying this. And, just to have something because I love to open up a package that I purchased something with and receive something. You just got to think out the box so that you can keep continuing having that person purchase from you. Um, Another branding that I realized no one, I'm sorry, another branding that I realized no one pays attention to is the fact that when you're promoting, your photos have to speak volumes. Your photos have to tell the story because no one is there to actually see. And sometimes the actual product, it like the picture doesn't tell anything. The picture does no justice for your product. So I started thinking that maybe I should have a model or an influencer or something like that. Because sometimes that mannequin, I have three, sometimes it does no justice and it doesn't do anything for my brand. So that's one thing that a lot of people need to think about is an influencer. The influencer is not only going to be that person that tries on your things and take pictures, it's going to be someone who has a following and that following sees them and they can purchase, they can not purchase, they can show your work, and that's how you get customers. I realized that I used to make things just for people, just to, wear. And the more I kept doing that, the more people just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. And that was something that I said I was going to do every now and then, find someone that I want to have something because I know they're going to take pictures. I know they're going to take a lot of pictures and I know they're going to do it all over social media. So that's another reason why my name comes up a lot. So when people say, "Can someone crochet this or can someone crochet that?" My name is tagged like 20 damn times. Like literally, like all over the place. So that is look at this. That is something I think would work wonders for a lot of people. And that's basically getting um I'm sorry, I need some water. That's basically getting some good pictures and a influencer with all those pictures. I think I went overboard with this water. All right, so I had to throw that part out first before I go into the stuff that people don't like. But the stuff that people don't like is the stuff that actually works in a business, which is the numbers, the algorithms, taxes. That's part of the marketing. The marketing in your business is the boring part of your business, the part that you have to do in order to get your money to go up instead of down. And I always hated charts. I never liked looking at the algorithms. I never liked looking at my analytics. I never liked looking at it. But when I spoke to Little John, when we used to converse all the time about our businesses and what I could do and what she could do and we helped each other, I realized that it worked. The numbers work, the analytics work if you pay attention to it. They give you analytics for a reason. And the reason is to see where you're going up and to see where you're going down. And when you're going up, you need to stay there. So we need to find a way to get all of that branding and marketing to stay there, right? Or to make it go higher. But when you're down here, you don't want to keep down there. You want to keep up here. So that's why I had to make it so that I don't get bored with it. I had to make it fun. I had to make it so that um I could see my numbers and I could see if I'm going up or down because I don't like it. I don't like it at all. It pisses me off thinking about it. I had to get a spreadsheet, or you could write it down, either or, it doesn't matter. Get a spreadsheet. Already have the spreadsheet where I have my products. I put my products and I put what people are purchasing. I put so I had a journal, but they got wet. But I also keep it in my Excel. I have a sheet where I keep all of that information. And then I noticed that when you calculate everything, you wanted to make sure that it adds up to your QuickBooks. It's best to have a QuickBook, especially when you're starting to make a good amount of money, because QuickBook helps you with when it comes to your taxes. I hate it. I don't like it. I don't like numbers. I don't like looking at it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But it's beneficial for your business. So that's how I found out where I needed to grow and where I needed to like slow down on because it's not working. And that's where I found out my RIR. Do y'all know what that is? And if you don't, you gotta find a way to know what RIR is. In order to have a successful business, you need to know return investment. Return investments is basically you need to know how much are you making a profit off of whatever you're pouring out. So if I'm putting money out into buying yarn, I need to make sure that whatever I'm getting back minus what I bought in yarn is my product. My profit. I need to know how much that is and if it's even worth it. So that's how I was able to know that I needed to put my prices up a little bit higher in order for me to make it worth it. So that's when I decided to go into the $200 range for a small blanket. And people said that was dumb. That was not a great idea. Don't do it, Shauna, because no one's going to buy it. But let me tell you something. They do. If they really want it, they will really buy it. And I see that now that I'm paying more attention to my analytics and I'm paying more attention to my numbers and my return in investment, that I see that if I know that this yarn, I had to buy full price for the yarn and it went up because a lot of things are going up. Our materials are going up now. You have to bring up your price a little bit because you have to outweigh it, right? You have to make sure that when you're doing your marketing, it's worth it. it and sometimes it's not worth it. Sometimes it's not even worth putting together anything. Hey, Dana Dane, it's worth it when your numbers is correct. And when I can't believe I got this big thing to drink. It's worth it when your numbers are good and when you could keep it at a good level and then keep going up and up and up. Because it was a point where my numbers was down and it was just straight down, not moving, not going up, not going up, not going down. And so I had to fix that. I had to fix that. And so the best thing for me to do is, I think I mentioned before, I started saying, okay, Shauna, what can I do to get people to know that what I'm doing? I need people to know what I'm doing so that they can start purchasing my stuff. And that's when I started going into other groups. I went into other groups. Now, certain groups are not going to allow you to promote, but there's ways around it, right? It's ways around it. So what I would do is say, like, if somebody say, "What are you guys doing? How was your day?" I'll be like, I'm good. I'm crocheting this. I'm promoting myself, but they don't know I'm promoting myself. I think one person kind of figured out what I was doing and kind of banned me out her group. It's okay. And I found another group, actually four more. So four more, fifth flow. So yeah, it's ways to go around it. It's ways to market your business and be able to find ways to get it out there. Majority of the people that purchase from me, I have no idea who they are. I don't know who they are. And I think that's a brilliant way of getting more people because that person that I don't know who it is, she's going to tell that other person that I don't know who it is. And then another person, I have no idea who that person is. And that's how the cycle continues. I had someone on um, Instagram tell me that she was like, "Can you please make my cousin a blanket?" And I said, "Sure, who are you?" I don't know who it is. Oh, she was like, "Yeah, I'm such and such, and I'm such and such cousin, and you made my cousin a blanket, but this is another cousin. I don't even know your cousin. I don't know who that is. I have no idea. So thank you though. I'm gonna definitely hook you up. I think that it makes my day because I know I'm circulating. I know my name is coming out there. And where does she live? Oh my gosh, where does she live? I think she lived in, I'm lying. I don't know. I don't really remember where she live at because her stuff is not due until December. So I don't know. I don't know. I put it in my books. Um, but yeah, marketing simple. You guys don't see as much of my real marketing because you guys are not buying my stuff. So, my Instagram is one thing, right? I will put business stuff on there and I will put what I do here and there. I cater more on my social media to you guys. My other marketing is more so creative. And geared towards people I don't know. And that's necessarily is not necessarily social media either at all. Not. For instance, the reasons why I purchased the shirts, the umbrellas, the mask with my name on it, the earrings that I have with my logos on it, the pins. The reason why I do that, I could walk in the street and have my earrings on or my shirt on, and people will ask. I could be at a meeting somewhere or on a Zoom, and I could be crocheting, and they will ask on the Zoom. It's so many different creative ways that I try to find ways for other people to see my work, and not only do they see my work, they see that I am very, like, fun. Like, I'm not just like, "Yeah, you can buy my stuff. Yeah, I make this, I make that." I don't tell them I make anything because then their mind is gonna go crazy. My brand is this, and I'm leaving it like this, because if I say I make anything, they will go absolutely crazy and find me something to knit, and I don't knit. And I think that's one good way to keep my audience, my customers in one direction. So I know where I'm going. I have to be I have to restrict them a little because they don't know. A lot of them don't crochet. They don't know nothing about fiber arts. I had to restrict them a little bit. I have to. I have to do that. It doesn't mean that you have to restrict yourself, but I have all of these avenues of income coming in. It will be very poor of me to say I do everything and then I have to concentrate on this one custom order and then not put focus on what's really making me money. So I have to be very strategic in what I do and how I do it. I'm still taking custom orders, but I instead of going from 4 to 5 a month, I'm going from like 1 to 2 a month. Like I had to go down, like really, 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 really down in order for me to bump up everything else that I'm doing. Okay. Now, to get you out there, let's talk some different types of strategies. If you feel like your business is stagnant, you're not really going out there, first of all, you got to wake the hell up. You got to get up. You got to get motivated. You got to know I cannot stand still. I need to make some money. So I have to keep grinding. And in order for you to keep grinding, you need to maybe, I found the way I can keep moving and grinding was for me to sorry, I'm looking at this kid. For me to In order for me to keep grinding, I had to work on my health. I had to work on my body and my mind. I had to walk. I had to get up in the morning and do things. I can't just sit around not doing anything. I can't say, "Oh, I'm tired." I couldn't say that. I had to give my schedule like a 9 to 5, or if it's not 9 to 5, I had to make sure I'm doing at least 40 to 50 hours in of work. Right? I had to, because if I don't, there's no way in hell I can be able to do what I'm doing. I would not be where I'm at. And sometimes, yes, it's overwhelming because I'm still in the learning process of how to delegate, because I went from doing one thing to now doing 7 to 9 things. There's some passive income that I make, but in order for me to continue passive income, I have to keep like feeding it every now and then, feeding my passive income. So I do have like 5 forms of passive income, but I still have to keep up with it. I have to I could go to sleep and wake up with money, but I have to maintain it. It's something that I have to do at least once a week. My custom projects, this YouTube, I do teaching, I do my graphs. So all of that and then the other stuff, I do all of that and I have to keep on top of it. In order for me to keep on top of it and not letting any of them slack, I have to keep motivated. My mind needs to keep being stimulated. I have to keep bang around. Like I have no other choice. There's no way possible I could keep going without doing that. All right, so promoting your brand can be a little bit tricky. It can be a little bit tricky because we tend to focus more on other artists, right? Other crochet artists. We will follow way more crochet artists than anything. We would follow more knitters, follow more crocheters, follow more indie dyers. We will follow all of these people who necessarily are not really going to buy from you because they already know how to crochet. If anything, they're going to ask for the pattern. So the thing that I learned how to um, do was collaborate. So if you're going to follow all of these crocheters because you want other inspiration, the best thing to do is to collaborate. You need to cross promote and collaborate. Cross promote is basically um doing a giveaway together or something like that because you're promoting each other. It's like a crossing. So it could be myself and Dana. We do a giveaway together. So if Dana wanted to do patterns because she has a whole bunch of like poncho patterns and shawls, she could do that. Whereas I can do maybe some grabs or something like that, and we could do it together like a giveaway. So whoever wins, they're going to win like maybe 5 patterns from her and then 5 from me, and they will have to follow me and her. And so that's why people do that. People do the giveaways so that they could collaborate together and they could get you who wants to win whatever they're giving away. They are getting your follow, and then that's how they make it, by cross promoting. They're promoting each other. I think collaborations in different types of forms help as well. Collaborating in a project together, like if you wanted to do some type of huge project where one person may knit, another person may crochet, so you may do the same scarf pattern, right? But one is a pattern for crochet and another pattern is for knit. You put that together, that's a collaboration. Me having a bunch of crocheters come on my YouTube channel, that's kind of sort of a collaboration because now she's going to promote it or he's going to promote it on their page, and then those people are going to come because they have fans. They're going to come. So that's a collaboration. I think also that goes hand in hand with the collaboration is the fact that you get to learn more about what they do in their niche, and they learn more about you and your niche, and then putting them together. That is it works wonders because I didn't realize that Little John and I had so many good things in common, and we didn't know until we talked to each other, and we're like really close now. So you wouldn't know that unless you talk to more people one on one, and not just, I see her name on social media and hi and I like that and comment. That's it. No, we became more and more one-on-one basis to the point where I have her home number, she has my home number. We have each other's addresses and stuff like that. So it works, it works, it works. All right, sorry. Um Okay, so planning in advance was something I had a hard time with, but I noticed that when I put things in my goal, I realized that I had to plan in advance no matter what. No matter what I tried to do, it had to be a plan in advance. So, what I mean by that, when I do my grabs, I'm doing like right now I'm doing Halloween. We didn't even get into October, but I want to do Halloween now so that people could purchase now, have it ready for Halloween. I also have a pattern I'm doing with this strawberry shortcake, right? So I would have to do it now and put it out now so people can make that. These are the things that I need to do now to get it out there. And doing these things in advance around that time, so people will be like, "Oh, now I can do, Halloween stuff now, or Christmas is coming. Let's do Christmas stuff now." That is why I try to do things not too early, but early enough. Um, let's see. The website to promote your business. You need a website. You could do Etsy. What is it? Shopify, Ravelry, Pinterest. All of those things are promoting your business. Those are promoting your business more so for other crocheters, other knitters, fiber artists, and you also want to be able to target those who are not fiber artists too. So that's why when well, you don't see it yet, but you're gonna see it when I launch my website. You're gonna see how I set it up. I set it up in a way where crocheters can go in this area, non-crocheters can go in this area. You have a long diary of Creative Stitching Diva, but then you see Creative Stitching Diva's work, right? You see the grads that you can buy, but then others will see the blankets that they could buy or the tote bags that they could buy. So this is why I kind of sort of cater to both. I cater to both. I get income from both, and it helps me. So when I market like my YouTube channel, a lot of people say, "Why do you do it so late?" Well, I don't think it's late. Sometimes I do it like up to the hour, and I do that because some people keep saying they forget. Oh, I don't remember. Oh, I didn't know. Remind me. So I try to do it right then and there. But the best form of remembering is consistently on that day. So every Sunday at 7 o'clock, every Monday at 7 o'clock, you know that I am going to do a live. So consistency helps because everybody, once they start realizing I've been doing this for over a year now, and it's like, oh, that's right, Sunday and Monday, right? They automatically know. So then you click the bell, and your phone is going to say, boom, Creative Stitching Diva is live. Creative Stitching Diva just uploaded a video. And that is a great way that automatically Google and YouTube do for me. Thank you. I also found a way to add Google in the mix, right? I added Google, meaning I added the Google business. And why I did that? I don't know, because I don't have a storefront. But guess what? I got views. I don't know where they coming from. I don't know who's looking at me, why they looking at me, but they are looking at me. I also went on Reddit. I went on Reddit because I don't know. I was trying to find other ways of marketing, right? Because I just took this class, and when you just take a class, you just do a workshop, you say, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm getting excited. I'm getting so excited. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that." So I went on Reddit, and I just started going crazy on Reddit, and then all these people from Reddit started coming over to me and saying, "I want to do this. I want to learn that." I had So the issue I am having, even though I think my marketing is okay, I think that I have areas where I need to work on, right? But the thing that I think is working for me is people move in silence. They move when they need to, not necessarily on a as needed basis. Like, for instance, right now, there's no need for anyone to learn branding or marketing right now, right? There's some people that say, I want to learn, or I'm interested to see what Shauna is gonna say. But then there's others that is waiting for me to do a graphing video, right? They're waiting, just waiting for me to do a graphing video because they want to learn how to do graphing. I realize my analytics is telling me your graphing videos is up here. So what do you do? How do you maneuver that, right? I have a membership where I could teach it. And then someone said, "Why don't you just do more graphing on your channel?" So I had to make the best decision, and this decision is no, I'm not doing it. Okay. All right. So you have to draw the line sometimes. You have to draw the line where you're giving out so much information for free that sometimes people take it and they move in silence. They will see and get what they want to get and then move in silence. And it's actually, with me, it's not a problem for me to teach it because I've been doing it since 2014. The issue is when you move in silence and You're not learning the whole thing, like the beauty of the art and the way it will look when you do this or when you do that. And you're just taking what you want in bits and pieces, and it still don't look good. In my opinion, it doesn't look good, or it can be better, or it's out of shape. It's not proportioned right. And it's not proportionate right because you're taking little pieces of what you think would be good. And that can hinder your business. I say that because, example, someone purchased a graph from someone else who took my class. She took my class. But she didn't finish the class. She took what she wanted to take with the class. She didn't take everything. You know how when you're in a class and you be like, I don't want to know this. I don't want to know that. I don't want, I already, I can figure this out. I want to good stuff. And so that's the reason why we have to learn all of the little things, right? We have to learn everything about it. And so she took that she just wanted to learn how to graph. I just want you to tell me how to graph. And it doesn't work that way with graphing. Doesn't. It doesn't work that way. It, each image is a different image. So it's different ways you can make it. It's different ways you can clean it up and different ways you can do this. So because she picked and choose what she wanted, she did not know how to do text. So she picked and chose what she wanted out of my videos, right? Then she didn't know how to copy and paste. So she tried to pick and choose what she wanted and ended up with a hot mess, right? So she gave it to someone who purchased it. When they purchased it, they created, they actually made it. When they made it, they were upset. Now, you can't be upset because you made it, but when you think about it, it's like, I bought a graph from you. I would think you know what you're selling me. I would think you know that if I do double crochet, this was not going to turn out extremely long and very narrow. That's my issue when you pick and choose and not know the whole thing, the whole dynamic of what you're trying to sell. Then guess what? That breaks your brand. That break that that makes somebody not want to come to you no more. So this particular person who's still selling graphs, I had 5 people come to me that went to her within I'm gonna say like 2, 3 weeks span. That's bad. That's bad. 2 to 3 weeks. Within 2 to 3 weeks, if that's 5 people. And it could be more, they just didn't know me or didn't come to me. That's bad. And you want to know what? Out of the 5 people that came to me, there was 2 people. Out of those 5 people, it was 2 people that were, I'm just not going to go to her anymore. I just lost money. It's okay. Can you please help me? Can you please do this? And I'm like, okay, all right, fine, no problem. The other 3, pissed, upset, want their money back. And not only do they want their money back, they're like, blah, 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 blah. So now they're spreading the name of this person. And I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. I'll help you. I'll fix, because I feel like even though this person may have done that, um, they don't know any better. Some may know better. They just want to find the cheap route to make money, right? So that's another reason why we have to, it has to be a buyer beware. And I think about that with me, buyer beware. If I am going to have somebody purchase from me, I want to know, am I doing a good justice? Is my stuff good enough for you to purchase? My graphs, is it going to be a good size for you to create? I also had to take into consideration, I had about my analytics for Etsy on my graphs. I had about maybe 700 grafts sold. And that's just Etsy this year. 700. That's just Etsy. That's not what I make on the other side. So I'm just going to use the 700. Out of the 700 grafts that I sold, how many do you think people actually make them? Not a lot. Not a lot at all. A lot of people just like to purchase grafts just to have. But those who actually do make them, they want to be able to make them and not get tired of it. So you don't want to make no 300 by 300 graph, right? So that is where a lot of people come to me. I get a lot of people. But again, I've been doing this since 2014. And if you're going to create something for someone to buy and you want them to keep coming to you, even if they had a bad experience with someone else, and you still want them to keep coming to you, you need to be on point. Know your stuff. You want to know your brand. You want to know what you're selling. You want to be able to say, if somebody asks you, if you crochet that for me and I wash it, will it do this? You don't want to make it up because I've been there. I've been here. I've done that. I ain't gonna lie. I'm be transparent. I've been there in a position where I had to say, girl, you'll be fine. But I don't want to do that anymore. I want to know my stuff. So after all these years, 2004, well, I started in 2011, but I didn't make no money until 2014 because I refused to sell anything if I was not um fluent in it. Like I needed to know a lot about what I'm selling. You have to. That's your brand. You have to know. Like McDonald's, if you go to McDonald's and you say, "Well, what kind of grease you're using your fries?" You got to know these things. What are you putting in the Big Mac? They're not going to tell you, but they know. Well, the higher ups, they know. These are the reasons why you need to be fluent in what you do and know your brand because your brand is not going to do very well if you don't know what you're doing. Um yeah, the good. So I did some strange piece of change. I did something. I had this on my list and I don't know why I did it, but I'm gonna tell it. Um, the hell is wrong with me? Sometimes I do a little stupid silly stuff, right? But it works in some strange, crazy ways. It works. I don't know why. But I did some strange things in the past. Because I just wanted my brand to go out. I just wanted to go out. So I did a a graph of a naked person, right? It was a lady who wanted me to graph the photo that she had did. It was a photo op or something she did. I really don't think she went to get it professionally done. I really believe she did it like in her house or whatever. She she had sent me the picture and she said, "Don't look at nothing else." The hell? How the hell? You literally want me to clean it up, graph it, and you telling me not to look at nothing else? Okay. I had to look at everything if I'm graphing it. Um, yeah, so I had to graph it, and she said that she was gonna crochet it. And she's giving it to her husband, and it would be his little blanket or whatever. To each his own. But I did it. But not only did I do it, she asked if I can crochet it because she didn't think she would have enough time to do it. And I said, "Yeah." But then at the last minute, I said, "No." I said, "Yes, I would do it." And then I kind of chickened out and said, "No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not crocheting this naked lady. I'm not doing it. I can't do it." But she never did it. She never did it. And that's something I will never, ever, ever show. That's something I would never show anyone. So I felt like it was a waste of my time. Yeah, she paid me for the graph, but I felt like it was kind of a waste of my time. I didn't really see. the reason in doing it, but it was strange. It was very strange because I didn't want to do it, but I did it for some change. Um, Someone also asked me my portraits. My portraits is a different price, and it's a different price than my regular graphs. And the reason why I do that is because it takes a lot to do a photo. So a portrait is not just like a regular graph. So I had to find a way to be able to promote it. But if you notice, if you ever buy any of my graphs, you notice I do not show a lot of my portraits. I make a lot of them. I actually have currently in rotation 10. I do a lot, a lot. But I decided I can't how you say it? I can't keep up with the demand. So I held back on the promotion. But when I promote, once I promote, because I'm gonna start promoting, I guarantee you it's gonna be on and popping. Because I am going to rock it. It's going to be not your average stuff. If you saw some of my photos that I do, my portraits that I did, I don't play with it. It's not it's not those blurry photos that people see. It's not that. And it's not plain either. I create a design. I create something. So that's my brand. My brand is you're not gonna just get a photo graph. You're going to get a masterpiece. You're going to get me editing it, putting something, a little bit of something of someone. I just have the gift to do that because I do that with regular graphs. But to do it with a portrait, that person's favorite flower, that person's saying, their favorite saying that they always say, that is what brings me over than maybe someone else who do it. The thing is, I choose not to promote it as much right now. So if you ask me if I do it, I'll say yeah, but I don't promote it as much. And I don't because I know when I do it's on and popping. I know it. I know for a fact that there is going to be a influx in my workflow. But once I finish these last couple of crochet projects, it's on and popping because I already set it up. I already set it up. My promotional video will be out. My promo video will be out soon. That's another thing. Get you some to do your promoting and your marketing. Take some good pictures. Clean up your little area. Don't take no pictures of no dirty floors, no little don't do it. Don't take pictures with your animals around cuz even though you may have an animal and it may not even touch your project, people see that and think, I don't want it. It's not a pet free. So you got to be conscious of what people are seeing. If you don't mind, if you don't care, if you want your pet in there, that's fine with you. But I choose not to because there are people that actually will not buy if they know that you have a pet. They won't do it at all. Um, my aunt, for instance, she does have a pet, and there are people who won't take from her, and she doesn't even really charge. That's another story. But yeah, so you gotta make it appealing. If you don't have an influencer, you gotta make it appealing, right? So you see the writing on that. Do you know how many people ask me about that? They don't care about what I'm saying. They looking at that mannequin. They want to know what is on it. What do it say? What's the pictures? And I'm like, really? So you have to understand sometimes people don't look exactly at what you want them to look at. They looking at your background. They looking at whatever. So make sure your background is clean and clear. I will tend to use this right here. A lot of times I will put whatever I make, if it's a small thing, I will put it on top of there. I would take my pictures. I also have one of those the long sticks with my camera and I take a picture from up here. I have my ring. So I also do camera hacks, right? I look at camera hacks. I look at how can I make my image look like this, or how can I make it look like that? How do you think Dream Crochet made it, right? Her niche is making the theme, the background to make things look like it's reality. Like when she does the fall and she has the leaves falling and stuff like that. Dream Crochet does that because that's her brand. When you see something that she made or something that has all of that, or Natalie Allen, when she has like costumes year round. Who has costumes year round? Costumes year round. These are people brand and I love it. So, Dana, I love camera hacks. I'm going to do a video on just camera hacks, but I'm still in the process of doing it. And they will be just on your phone. It doesn't matter what phone, if you have the iPhone or the Samsung Galaxy or Android, but I got the Samsung Galaxy. And when I get my new phone, it's really on and popping. I found, because I was looking to see which camera would be better, right? I was looking to see if I should buy the latest iPhone or the latest Samsung Galaxy. And I found that the Samsung Galaxy, the new one, is better. And people always call it the play phone. They call it the play phone, the Samsung Galaxy. Well, I know a couple of people that call it play phone. A couple of people say they don't deal with nothing else but the iPhone. But let me tell you, there's some things that the Samsung Galaxy do that iPhones don't do. I think Samsung Galaxy just started like slam dunking the iPhones. They've been slam dunking. Sorry, but you could do camera hacks like crazy, and I'm gonna do some videos on that because the hacks that I have, I do more video, but I'm gonna do more still. And someone said, "How do you get your blankets to look the way they look? Like, how are you able to look down at your blanket and get a good picture of it?" There's a picture that I have of a blanket that I recently did, and she couldn't understand. Like she said, because even when I make my blankets, I have to literally take the camera and put it up there. Girl, it's the power of the Android what is it? Panorama, something, whatever. I use that. I use the panorama. What is it? Oh my God, now I'm mad. Now I gotta look. It's the panorama? Panorama. Oh my God, I can't believe it. I forgot. But I use it all the time. I even use it. You may not even notice it, but a lot of my pictures have it because you sometimes you can't take a whole picture with one thing. So you panorama, yeah. Why does it sound so bad? It's panorama. I use panorama. And I found it on watching TikTok camera hacks. That's it. TikTok camera hacks. That's it. That's all I did was watch TikTok camera hacks. And it said if you can't get a certain object in your photos, this is how you do it. And I did it and it worked. And now it's like, what? Yeah, yeah, panorama. Why I couldn't say that? I don't know. I have Samsung 21. That's what I'm trying to get. I don't know if it's ultra. I don't think it's ultra, but that's what I'm trying to see if I could get. I gotta fix my household situation right now because we still got the water damage. But I'm gonna try to see if I can get that. But I gotta get beds first because we kind of living on a couch right now because the water messed up our beds. But I'm gonna get it because I found some camera hacks on I think it's on the 20 and the 21 that I can't do on what I have now. So it's gonna be on and popping. I'm gonna make a whole video on camera hacks on how you can promote your business and do some crazy marketing. Cause I think that is what attracts people. Your photos, your videos. There was a video I made with the Cruella. The Cruella video spend so many times and people was asking me was I selling it and I kind of wasn't. Oh, I need that bag. That's nice. That and I'm like, this daggone video. And I actually wasn't planning on selling it. That's the crazy thing. If I was planning on selling it, probably wasn't gonna go crazy like that. But it's just the power of the camera and the and how you put your product in it that makes it work. If you're doing something like the ponchos like Dana do, like just putting it on yourself and making it look good, it will work because you would see how it flows on you versus mannequin. Um, yeah, and that's how influences work for me. I love to be able to make something for someone, give it to them, and tell them to take pictures. Just don't trust them all the time. Because sometimes I make something and I don't have enough time to take a pictures, and I'll be like, take a picture. Customer pics are horrible when they don't take the pics, or they take the pics and forget to send it to you. So yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about that part. So try to take your pictures beforehand. Um, and let's see. I had to find out my mission. I had to find out what do Shauna stand for? What do Creative Stitch and Diva stand for? So I realized that I, myself, what you see here, do you get the same person out there? My club members said no, you didn't. So they think that I'm different on here than being out there. I'm really not. I'm really the same person, but I think that's what makes my branding a little different because some people don't know. Like, oh my gosh, she talks so much, or oh my gosh, she's funny. When in reality, I'm not really none of the above. I'm just me. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I'm just me. Sometimes people think I'm funny. Sometimes people think that I'm quiet. That's just how I am. It's how my mood is for that day. I can't tell you that I'm one of the other because I'm not. How I am on a meeting, you can't put me together with that. So I'm saying this to say, when you are selling your merchandise, the thing about us selling our merchandise is we shy. We don't talk a lot. So when you may be on social media typing a lot, laughing, saying funny things, or they see your posts and your posts are funny and your memes are funny. But the crazy thing is they're not your memes. They're somebody else's. You're just putting it up there. You're just talking by just typing. So when they see you and you're just standing there quiet, you're not your brand. You got to be your brand. So whatever you do on social media, you should do outside. If you're gonna talk a lot on social media, talk a lot outside. That helps 110%. So if you're gonna do something like a pop-up shop, I can't do a pop-up shop. Can you? Can you guys do pop-up shops? I can't do a pop-up shop. There's nothing I want to pop up and shop with at all. If I'm doing nothing but a bunch of grab ins, yeah, it's not unless I do pillows or something like pillows. Shauna. Oh, sorry. I got a marketing thing. Pillows. Maybe I'm gonna do some pop up. Ooh, I go boom. I can make I can make a pillow with a graph in and a saying. But I can't tell you what the saying I'm thinking in my head. So I'm kind of crazy too. Like I would do something that you guys probably be like, you can't say that. Yes, I can, and I'm gonna do it. It's sales because you can't go anywhere else to get it. Like I say a word all the time. This word that I say all the time, boom, I could put it. Like my niece go, period poo pillow. That could be a pillow for my niece. You don't understand the little things. The little things. I don't play. When I come up with an idea, I write it down. I just thought of something else. I just thought of something else. I come up with the little things and make it work. I think of every single day, what am I gonna grab? What am I gonna grab? And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, I would see one thing and I would look at it and be like, I could change that. I can make it this, I can make it that. That's my brand. My brand is I could take something and make it personalized. So what I make for you, I might not make the same thing for such and such. And that is the beauty of my brand because people know that they're going to get something customized and unique. And my brand, it doesn't matter how much I say it's going to be, they will pay. The most someone ever paid for a graph, and I'm not talking about a portrait, the most was $15. Well, $20, but I didn't charge her $20. She donated it. But $15 was the most someone ever paid for a graph. And that's because they wanted the works, they wanted it to be a lot of detail, and they wanted it written out, and they needed it rushed. So $15. And some people can't get that from people. Some people can't get $15 from people. So this is the reason why your brand need to be on point because if you see something that you really want, you're going to buy it. If you really want this special gift for someone, like I really, 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 really need this gift, and I really want to make this person feels so special because this person may have lost their relative and I want to make this blanket for them. You know who to go to who's going to make it and not only make it but make it like I had people cry when they see my graphs. Like that's the seriousness of what I do. People cry when they see the memorials that I make for them. People get excited. I think what makes my job so much not necessarily easier, but the suspense. It's the suspense. Like you can give me a picture, but 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna make it my own kind of way. I'm not gonna just leave it like that. I'm gonna make it my own kind of way. So the suspense of I can't wait to see what she makes. That's my brand. My brand is I know this girl who can make a graph and she gonna make it like all that. Like you gonna love it. That's what people say about me. The same way they say that about my graphs, they say that about my blankets. Today, just today, someone said that about my stuff. There was a tricky tray. The sister went to the tricky tray and they won some crochet products from the tricky tray. And all the people around it was like, "Oh, can I see that? Oh, that's nice. That's nice." The sisters, they were like, you did not see anything until you saw my sister's stuff. Well, if you saw my sister's stuff, you wouldn't even look at that. They started showing my stuff. So that's my brand. My brand sells for itself. My brand is something that people will talk about. That's what you want. You want people to talk about your brand. So you got to make it so that people can say, I am going to Disha. I am going to her because she's going to make this and it's going to be fire. And I know it's going to be fire. I asked, I, I sent out, I was designing something. Sometimes people want to see what they're going to get. So I designed the graph and then they wanted a layout set. Because I said, okay, so my price is X, Y, and Z. They was like, well, I want the works. All of my staff is getting together. We're gonna get together and we're gonna do a pot for you. I need you to give me the works. I was like, word, you want a layette? So you're gonna get a layette set, right? What do a layette set consist of? The layette set consists of your personalized Phillies blanket. So you're gonna get the personalized blanket, which says baby dirt, which is the baby's name. And because they don't know the actual name. So it's the baby and the last name. And you're gonna get the Phillies because they're a Phillies fan. And not only gonna get that, you're gonna get a baseball outfit. Like I'm gonna do the whole baseball outfit with the name on the jersey. I think I'm even gonna do the glove, maybe the ball. Like I'm gonna make it do what it do because she said she wants the works. No money is like let me know. It doesn't matter what the money is. So I was like, okay, no problem. So if my blanket alone for a baby is 200, maybe 150, maybe depending on what it is. If my baby blanket alone is, I'm gonna say 150, and you want this layette set where I am going to not only make the baseball cap, I'm going to make the cleats. I am going to make the jersey. I am going to make the pants. I am going to make the glove. I am going to make the ball. I am going to make the bat. Um, the amigurumi. That's what I'm gonna make. And if I'm gonna do all of that, it's gonna be $450. And I'm waiting for her to say, "Oh, that's too much. Let's go back down to the blanket." She said, "Okay." She said, "What?" She said, "Okay." So I used to be like that. Now I'm like, yeah, $450. That's how much it's gonna cost. And to be honest with you, that's a steal. I gave her a discount. Um, she said, yeah. She said, fine. And there's no need for me to be surprised about it because my work sells for itself. And that's what I deserve. I deserve because I am going to give her the work. She asked for the work. I'm going to give her the work. And that's what we have to do. When your brand sells for itself, like you guys will buy, well, I don't, you may not either, but I'm just saying the brand Ugg sell for itself. The brand, like, Victoria's Secret, it sells for itself. They don't have to do but so much promoting and marketing unless they having a new item or sale coming out. That's where I need to be. I need to be so that it sells for itself. So my stuff as of right now sells for itself, but there's so much more that I have that I'm coming out with. So I have to keep coming up with different type of marketing things in order to get people to purchase it. So once this lady, once I'm finished this baseball thing, I kind of wanted football, but once she do the baseball thing and I take pictures and I show it and whatever, I think that will take it to another marketing level. So that's another marketing level that I'm gonna have to start doing where I'm doing baseball stuff and how I could do photo ops with that. So man, it's just so many things that you can do to make your business go to a certain type of level without changing your niche. Because again, I'm still doing my graphic, but I'm adding the baby stuff. So your niche is still my niche is still graphic, and I'm still able to do something a little bit more out of the box. So she knows that I don't just do graphic, I make other items. And I do something called like a la carte. Like my price list is more a la carte, meaning you could get a basic blanket. The basic blanket may be 150, but if you want to add more than two colors or more than three colors, it's going to be more. If you need me to rush it, a little more. If you want a name, a little more. If so basically each thing that we add and the way I talk to my customer, I 9 times out of 10 go up, not down. My prices, once you start adding all that a la carte, I think that helped me way more with my promos and promotions because a la carte, people see that basic price, but then they say, well, I want a name. I want different. That's that's just like going to get a dinner. If you want a dinner with some fried chicken, but you don't want just fried chicken, right? You want to add the macaroni and cheese and add but it's like $3 per. So you're just gonna keep adding, because all you see is that basic chicken price, $7. And then you see the side price, $3. So if I add this and add that, it's gonna add up to more, but I need it. I want it. I gotta have it. And that's how I set up my brand. I set my brand up to make it so that I'm not just blurting out this price. They are making the price based off of their needs and their wants. And it helped me, and that's how I am able to promote. Um, I think baby showers promote. Um, Baby showers is like one of the number one things where you could get a lot of business. When you are doing something for a baby shower, I try to make it a little bit more extravagant and make it so that I add extra stuff in there so that that person can give out like either my business cards or something, so that if somebody asks, doesn't happen all the time, but sometimes I do get sales from a baby shower because someone else will see it that I don't know. Like I said, promoting is key and marketing is key in order for you to get out there. There's so many crocheters in Jersey City alone, but I'm able to get a good amount of customers all over, and none of us have to bump our heads. It's so many things we could do. It's so much money out there. It's so many different things you could crochet where we don't have to bump each other heads. You don't have to steal anything from anybody. You don't have to um stab anybody in the back because that's happening. You don't have to do that. There's so much out there that we can do as crocheters. Just make it a little bit different. I noticed that if you have a niche, say if you're going to just sell baby items, right? If you sell just the baby items, you what are you going to do different than someone else? Why would people go to you and not that other person? You got to put that in writing and find out my niche. What is going to make my niche a little bit different? What is the demand? And that's what I had to say about mine. Graphghan, being that I started way back then, not a lot of people even knew you can even do it. So that helped me. My consistency throughout the years helped me. All of the hundreds and hundreds of blankets helped me. And me designing my own blankets helped me. And the fact that each one has their own personal thing. So I could do that polo bear 10 times. Please don't let me do it 10 times though. But I could do that polo bear 10 times, and each time I do it, it could be different. And that's where my um marketing and promoting can go up because I'm doing something a little bit different and customize it a certain way. When you tend to do the same thing all the time, some people don't want the same thing somebody else has. So my philosophy is if somebody say, I want that polo blanket, because like I said, so many people ask for that polo blanket. I want the polo bear blanket. Can you add such and such name on it? Fine, no problem. But can I add this to it? Can I add that to it? Do you think it would look good for this? Do you think it? I always ask that because I think each one needs to be customized for that specific person. And don't get me wrong, sometimes they just want it like it is because they don't know. And this is why we need to have a lot of um Versity, like versatile, be versatile. You have to be versatile and you have to show it, prove it. Prove that I could do this, but I could also do the same thing and make it look like this. And I can do that. I can prove it. I can show that I can make this, but the same thing and make it look kind of almost a totally different. So that's how I my brand up here, my consistency, my brainstorming, my classes, workshop research, trial and error, all of that made my brand and it made it to where now I am so blessed. I am so blessed to be able to sit here and say like my business is actually going up. It's no stagnant, it's no down. Um the only thing that was going like this was it was my one of my passive incomes. It was going like this because I wasn't giving it some tender love and care. And that's my clothing. I make t-shirts and masks and stuff like that. And I don't do that by hand. I have a storefront. So I just do the designs because I do graphic designing. So I do the designs, I make uh um designs and put it on the shirts and all of that. And it was selling like it was selling a whole lot. And then I don't give enough attention to it. So it hasn't been selling. But I am for this Christmas. I'm gonna start putting it out there because I need to move. So I need the money. So that's it. If there's no questions, we're going to move on for tonight. I do know tomorrow I had a request for this, and I don't even see that person who asked on here, but the request I got for tomorrow is for learning how to do color changing, but she's having a problem doing her color changing and she doesn't um like I guess she doesn't like how it looked. So I'm gonna show the different color changing. The thing is, I know I did it before, but I think that I could do it in a way that maybe it could be understandable for some people because I think that's where the I'm gonna do C2C. I'm gonna do C2C because C2C I'm comfortable with. And I think that's why. So I if I show a little bit more depth into the color changing, maybe that can help a lot of people. So you don't have to run to C2C because I think C2C takes away from your image. It's preference, but I think it takes away from your image. That's just my personal. I think it do. It takes away. But I'm gonna depart, finish my blanket so I can mail it tomorrow. Another slam dunk. And then I'm gonna go and tomorrow work on my website because my website need to be out before the holidays. Yeah, so I can start promoting more and more and more on my website. So, all right, you guys. You guys have a good one, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow for Mental Monday, 7 p.m. We're gonna do color changing. Color changing. Oh, color changing. But that's it. That's it. Yes, Dana. My website. I had my website since February. Can you believe that? I had it since February. I just didn't launch it. I didn't launch it, but I'm gonna launch it. It's gonna be out before the holidays. So you'll see it. You'll see it. Have a good night. Talk to you later. Bye.